If you hear any banging in the background and clattering, that would be our plumber attaching our new boiler. We have been surviving for 6 weeks with no hot water, no heating. Feels like the 1980s.
It's not 6 weeks. It's not 6 weeks.
Okay, maybe
it's about 3 weeks.
Four weeks, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's been brutal.
I would say I've suffered the most.
I'm so cold.
Out of you and me, I hate being cold.
Yeah, you do.
I have to have like multiple blankets and things on a normal day, you know?
It's dropped to sub-zero temperatures in the UK at the moment. We did a river dip the other day and it was, oh my God, I've never known anything like that. I mean, I've been in it when it's colder, but it did feel especially cold. I think because the air temperature makes all the difference, and then the air temperature was -4 degrees or something.
Did you talk while you were in there?
I screamed and I sang and I sort of made weird sort of tribal noises.
But you didn't talk?
Well, we did talk a little bit,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, we did talk.
I was going to say, because it must be quite hard to talk when your body's like in that much pain.
Yeah, you don't really make much sense. It's kind of very basic stuff.
Yeah, caveman.
Yeah, caveman chat. Like, that's really it, because you don't really have much.
I feel that the cold
Cognitive
showers
power.
at home have got colder because the weather temperature outside's dropped, so all the water just comes out freezing. So I've gone from having like a proper cold shower to just getting in and doing all the essential places in a flash and like screaming while I do it.
So I got a notification on my phone the other day, and it was I use this thing called vidIQ. It helps me like come up with ideas for titles for the videos and come up with tags and stuff like that. It just takes off a lot of Pippi's just crawling along, wiping her bum on. Don't wipe your bum on, like she's doing that horrible dog thing where they like scratch their bum on like carpet. So gross. I love how you find that funny. That's horrible.
She does it in my office too. She does it in my office too.
Oh.
Don't ever put your head on the mat when you're doing yoga in my room.
Gross. And it came up saying that it sometimes gives you ideas of things to talk about. So one of the ideas it came up with the other day was, if you could go back in time and tell yourself when you first started making YouTube videos some advice, what would the advice be?
Oh God, I need more time to process that question. It's not something I can just answer.
There was a stage of this whole YouTube thing that we've been doing for about 10 years now where it happened with a lot of us. It's just like things just died off. And it was like grieving in a way, because you build this thing and you nurture this thing and you create this thing, and then suddenly nobody's interested in it anymore. But that's the nature of everything in life. It all follows that cycle. And I would like to tell myself just to be aware that it will happen. So just really try to embrace the now, really try to appreciate the success while it's there, because it will dissipate. It does sound depressing, doesn't it? I don't mean it to. I mean it just trying to put a positive spin on it.
Mine would probably be to not spend loads of money.
Yeah.
To squirrel away some more money.
This is the dilemma Hannah and I always have. Very good at making money.
Very good at spending money.
Very bad at holding on to it once we have it.
Not so much anymore though.
We've been more careful these days.
Well, yeah, but back in the day when the industry was smaller and we were doing really well, like, I don't know, we just couldn't imagine a time where it would change,
I'm not going to... Yeah, exactly. We didn't know somebody was going to sneeze and then the whole economy was going to lock down for 3 years. And we also became old and cantankerous. I want to tell you a quick story. It was about 20-something years ago. I was walking through Guildford High Street with my then ex-girlfriend. She turned to me and she said, "Stef, do you know what I want to do when I'm older?" And I should have said, yeah, rip out my beating heart and stomp on it and leave me in a vortex of grief and despair for the next 23 years, but I didn't say that. And she said, "I want to be a web designer." And I said, "What's a web designer?" I mean, we're going back some years here. Websites weren't as ubiquitous as they are now. And she said, "Somebody who designs websites." And I said, "That sounds like a great idea. I want to do that." So I went into Waterstones and I got loads of books on it. And in the day, my day job was basically like selling natural stone floor to people, like stone flooring. And I'd study while there were no customers in the showroom. I wonder what my ex is actually up to these days. I haven't checked her Facebook in a few weeks. Let's have a look. New photo. Her with a man draped over her. Let's have a look at... see who he is. Yeah, she's not what she once was. Yeah, I mean, I think I got her in her wonder years. Oh well, all flowers wilt, don't they, I guess. Who's this guy anyway? Let's see. Does it? No, it's not tagged a name. Very skinny arms. Very skinny arms. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, so I studied these web design books, became a web designer, set up a little web design company with my friend Jan in his dad's basement called Digital Farm.
Kevin dabbles in web design.
Then I was starting to do some freelancing work for design agencies in London.
You're boring me.
And then before I knew it, I had this job interview for Heat magazine. I worked there and as a web designer building heatworld.com, and that's kind of how I got into video.
Just get to the point. Don't boss me.
I'm just going to quickly reverse image search his face, see if I can find who this guy might be. Yeah. Okay, I'll leave that search going on in the background. Over the years, I've always had websites running in the background, creating a passive income. And it has never been more easy to do that. So I came up with this idea. Oh, hang on. Oh, Ian. Ian, apparently. Let's LinkedIn here. Oh, there he is. Picture of him with his Audi. He drives Audis. Ian with an Audi. Yeah, well, good luck to them both. That's what I say, you know. Just feel bad for her that she missed this old gravy train. Now she's got to date guys who drive Audis with skinny arms. Good luck paying full price for your Casper mattresses. Missed out on all those perks. Missed out on those perks, didn't you? Best of luck to her. Anyway, yeah, I've always had these websites running in the background, creating a passive income, and I decided to create a little course, an express course, teaching people how to create websites, selling stuff passively. I'm going to link it down below. It's basically designed in a way to get you up and running. Yeah, it's very simple to do when you know what you're doing. So I thought I'll create a little course on how to do it. What does he do for a job, this guy, anyway? Let's see. Oh, estate agent. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Skinny arm Ian driving his Audi, selling houses to people. What a dick. What a dick. Yeah, so anyway, the course is linked down below if you guys would like to go and sign up. I will teach you, anyone, no matter what experience you have in web design or selling things online, how to do it. Very simple. I'm only selling it for about $14 or something like that, so it's pretty cheap.
Jeez, what a bargain. We should all get one.
And yeah, I'll let you get back to it. Anyway, so pop this away. Cool, let's get back to it.
Because we don't watch like terrestrial TV, that all they watch is like Netflix or Sky, or you can skip the adverts basically.
Yeah.
So they don't see all of the stuff that we grew up with that we had to sit through.
They don't have the Argos
Do you know what I
catalogues.
mean?
They don't flick through that every
Yeah,
year,
no,
do they?
I brought a toy catalogue home the other day though from the
But they
Entertainer,
love
and they
that.
loved it. They had a fight over it.
Well, of course they do. They
I
fight
brought
over
one
everything.
because I thought, oh, I don't want two bouncing around the house because, you know, just going to have to end up getting rid of them. And they had a fight over it.
I'm not surprised.
They had to take in turns to circle the things. They had to write their names next to it.
We
And
need to,
I'm like sitting there thinking, how rich do you think I am?
Yeah. They still do Argos catalogues?
No, they do. I know, it's sad, isn't it? I remember staying up in my bedroom for hours with the Argos catalogue, like circling.
There was nothing else to do back in the day, was it?
No.
Once the cartoons are over, that's it. What do you do other than look at the Argos catalogue? That is the last one in the collection up on the website. We are working with a guy, an incredible artist called Adolfo Arenas, and he's this amazing Spanish artist. He's one of my favourite artists, and we've got an exclusive collection on Grayson Ashes of some of his work. Those of you Michalak veterans out there, I see ya. You may recognise one of his pieces that we have in the house here. One of Hannah and my favourite pieces. I love that surreal, macabre kind of look that he has. It's just totally up my street. I just love how skeletal and gaunt all the characters look that he draws, and I'm just a massive fan of his work, so I'm so proud to have a bunch of his stuff on Grayson Ashes. I just love him. I think he's such an incredible artist. So yeah, if you're into that type of artwork anyway, I've listed a bunch of them on Grayson Ashes, and you can go and spoil yourself, or get it for a Christmas present from someone who's quite special yeah, to you, because what an amazing thing to give someone. Anyway, yeah, sorry, let's get back to the show.
What was that film we watched the other day with the kids? I think it was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something like that, and they went to the video store and the boys were like, what's that?
Yeah, what's a video store?
And I had to be like, this is how we used to watch movies. Like, if you didn't have the movie already, you would have to go to this shop and find it in there. And if someone else had already rented it, then tough luck. I would love to go to Blockbusters again, because it's like a whole thing, isn't it? Like, you don't just sit on the sofa and like mindlessly choose something. It's like you go there and you have a fight and you choose your snacks. Well, we used to have fights over what movie we got to rent.
Picked up Grayson. He has his jiu-jitsu grading today. Are you excited?
at that.
Put it in your pocket.
Come on, let's go.
It's embarrassing, Dad.
All right, all right. Go.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Little G-man picked up 2 red stripes on his grey belt, didn't you, G? You happy? He doesn't look very happy. He is, deep down under that nonchalant attitude, is a happy boy.
The guys who ran Blockbuster, they were offered Netflix and they turned it
Were
down.
they?
But early days, they offered to invest in Netflix. They're like,
Wow.
nah, we're not going to do
I
it.
didn't know that.
And they turned it down.
What happened to Blockbusters?
Well, it's bust.
I love this like nostalgia chat.
gone
Blockbusters,
down.
Argos. What have we got after that?
I follow a bunch of people on Instagram who just put up nostalgic 80s toys and they play with them and all the sounds come back and I forget some a lot of stuff I've forgotten about, like little kind of get car racing games and stuff, and they're so trash, they're so bad and plasticky and awful.
I had one
but
of those.
They just look amazing.
I had one of those with the 90s stuff on it and it was Polly Pocket.
Hi, I'm Polly Pocket.
You can open up your case, there's a world for you.
Wow.
So many fine places, you'll have lots to do. Polly Pocket, Polly Pocket, Polly Pocket, so small you can take her anywhere.
I only ever had like 2 or 3 Polly Pockets because we just didn't have any money. And I just remember being really jealous of everyone who had Polly Pockets. And I just think, God, if I had girls now, I would definitely go on eBay and like buy all the old Polly Pockets just because I want them.
Here you go,
but then I'd be
Hannah.
like, here you go, this is what
I
you're
mean,
having
daughter.
for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I want it.
Yeah. They were so
Can't
they
do
were
that
so
with
bad.
boys.
80s toys were so bad.
Polly
if you look at
Pockets
them
were
now.
great.
I mean, they were pretty bad. They were just these horrible little plastic things, weren't they?
Yeah.
There was so much plastic. When you were a kid and growing up, you'd have plastic inside your cereal, like plastic toys in your
Yeah.
cereal. Every McDonald's, they give you kids books now. McDonald's, like recyclable books. Kids hate it. They're like, "What is this
Rufus
crap?"
doesn't.
Yeah, Rufus doesn't. He's like, "Oh, this is great. I'm
We
glad
went
we're
past
saving the environment, and I'm getting
We
some
went past McDonald's
food.
the other day and he went to me, I haven't had a McDonald's in ages.
We are now off to get our Christmas tree. Hannah won't let me get a fake one. Apparently we have to have a real one. No, we have to have a real one. It won't smell nice. So you can get fake like chemical spray to make it smell nice. It's like, grow up, Hannah. Anyway, kids are being knobs, so I think Hannah's about to break. You ready to get our Christmas tree, Roo?
Yeah, as soon as we get home, can we decorate it?
Yep. Have you seen any you like yet?
Not yet.
This little guy didn't want to come out with a coat today.
It's in
He's
the car.
living to regret that decision.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Look at you. You're basically blue.
I'm not regretting it.
Yes, you are.
Tell me now that I'm not always right.
You're not always right.
It's a really nice little Christmas tree farm.
It was a great time though.
It was a great time.
Like
Nobody
I
cared.
remember just
cared.
being
It was
out,
like
having
you could do
£2
whatever.
and being able to get food and a toy.
Yeah,
Like
you
it was
didn't feel
so
guilty.
great.
You didn't feel
No,
guilty,
we weren't
did you?
made to feel guilty.
You didn't have Greta Thunberg like telling
And
you.
if you didn't like the toy, you
destroying
could
the
go and
earth
swap
you're
it.
eating your Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the days. Do you remember that game, Mousetrap?
Turn the crank and snap the plank and boot the marble right down the chute. Now watch it roll and hit the pole and knock the ball in the rubber duck tub, which fits the man into the pan. The trap is set. Here comes the net.
No, I was never allowed that.
Why were you not what? Because it was too...
I think because it was.
Expensive.
I think my mum had this thing with toys that she knew were expensive and also shit. She would never let me have them.
Mousetrap was shit.
I never got
It was
Hungry
impossible.
Hippos. Every year I asked for Hungry Hippos and
Did you?
never got them. I
God.
think I might buy them for Rufus this year.
Somebody.
You're like, don't buy them. There's going to be balls everywhere.
No, don't. No, we've already had Hungry Hippos before, and it's just
No.
drama.
Although
with
there
the
is a
kids.
game that I definitely want to get this year for all of us, which I might let them open on Christmas Eve.
What?
Throw the burrito. It's a card game, but you have these two like plasticini squidgy burritos, and you have to throw the burritos at each other.
You just bring it. You know there's gonna be drama.
But it'll be funny.
Every,
I just want to throw a burrito.
whenever there's a game that comes out, my heart sinks. I'm like, there's going to be a drama with these kids. They haven't got the emotional maturity
No,
yet to like,
Uno
play
was
a game.
good on holiday most
No,
of the time.
it wasn't. You're
Most
forgetting
of
all
the
the
time.
dramas with Uno.
There were Uno dramas, but sometimes there were some good Uno times. I think Pip's getting her period. Not right now, but just generally.
She does have that kind of
She
irony
stinks.
stench, doesn't she?
Yeah. And George keeps sniffing her.
Yeah, well,
Right, I've got to get ready to
you
go
can't
with
leave it
the
on that.
Kiddies. What, dog period?
Yeah, she stinks of period, and George keeps sniffing her. Bye.
I do have to go to school though.
Okay, you got to pick up the rats, do you? Damn it.
Yeah, and it's raining, so I need to go and get a parking space because everyone's going to be driving today.
Oh, this was a nice little chat, though. I hope you enjoyed this. It was just a bit of a casual sit-down chat. We have another one of these on our Patreon in case you guys want to go over there and
to chat.
pay us to
hear
chat.
our awful chat.
Yeah.
We remember
Yeah,
the
and
good
we
old
will just
days.
literally waste the money on shit that we
The
don't need.
good old days of
and then complain about
YouTube
it.
and McDonald's
Yeah.
and Blockbusters and Argos.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and we will see you all next week.
Do you know what I did earlier on that was really cringy? The gardener's in the back of the garden right now doing the gardening, obviously.
Oh God, you sound so middle class.
We don't normally get a gardener, but it's just really bad right now.
Bad state.
Because we just haven't had time. But I asked him how he took his cup of tea, and then when he told me, I went like this.
You're trying to be all right gardening,
And I
aren't you?
walked back in, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Right, guys.
You right?
Yeah. See the match?
Which one?
Dunno.
Who gives a thumbs up in real life? It's like, oh, why am I such lame? I'm just.
I'm surprised
really...
he wasn't like, what was that? What are you doing?
I also just went perfect.
Perfect. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. I wish I could take it back.
Well, at least you haven't told tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, there was that. Right.
Okay. Right.
On
we're
that
gonna go.
note, I won't leave you on the dog period. I'll leave you on the thumbs up.
Yeah, thanks. We need a still for the video, so can we both do something? Can we do that thing that, like, was that the thing they do? This will make us relevant again, won't it? Okay, there we go. I'll take a still from that.
Stop
Thanks.
talking.
Okay, sorry. Is that? Do I do it two hands or one hand? How do you do it? Am I doing it right?
I think two. That was so odd.
Put up a Zoella video. How do you do it?
Can I? I was going to say something really inappropriate then, but I'm not going to say it because we'll get cancelled.
What were you going to say?
I'm not.
Was it racist?
No.
What was it?
Why?
Anti-Semitic?
No.
What was it?
I'm not going to tell you because you'll make me say it on AI.
All right. I love you loads. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. See you next week.